All right, so thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I will be your host. My name is Jeremiah Kendagor, banker by profession. All right, and I'm glad to be your presenter tonight. If you are a guest, kindly indicate on the chat that you are a guest. But welcome everyone to this particular discussion tonight. I'll be brief and short and to the point, and I'll not take long. So tonight we are just discussing about what we are referring to as the fourth revolution, which is basically the technology that is changing lives every single day in the world around, okay, around the world. And of course, we are referring to blockchain technology, and more specifically, for the purpose of tonight's discussion, smart contracts, all right? The use of smart contracts and what they are and what they portend on how to be able to help us in business. And probably to be able to understand or appreciate why we are calling this the fourth revolution is just to look at the journey that money has come through, and we look at the previous three revolutions that we know. So of course, we know how money started as barter trade, which was basically exchange of goods for goods, and that humanity has done for quite a while. Then of course, in the 1700 and the 1800, when there was a lot of development and industrialization, where now we were manufacturing different products and goods and things like that, whether starting from food manufacturing, clothing, and many other things that were being done during that time, it became untenable to continue with the barter trade system. So it became necessary to introduce paper money. So that's when we developed paper money and so on. But of course, that worked well until when the internet came in. All right, so the internet revolution brought us now into what we refer to as the digital revolution or information revolution, and so on and so forth. And when money came into this particular space, then we got what we call plastic money or e-money. And most of you, of course, know about M-Pesa, plastic money, that is credit cards and debit cards, and the wire transfers, which basically was taking advantage of the internet technology. And internet technology basically is the fact that you are able to move information from one computer to the other one. All right. And then now we are talking about the fourth revolution. All right. And that is now the blockchain revolution. And this is what we are now terming as the new technology that is taking us into greater things. All right. So what is blockchain technology? Just to make a simple definition about this, if you did a Google search, for example, of what blockchain technology is, you will get this type of definition, that the blockchain is a system of recording information in a way that makes it difficult to change, hack, or cheat the system. Now, that aspect that it is difficult, impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system is what we are saying that the blockchain has completely revolutionized. I mean, we now have a technology that we can completely trust what is happening within that technology. So we are saying that the blockchain technology is essentially a digital ledger of transactions that is duplicated and distributed across an entire network of computer systems referred to as the blockchain. Now, why is it important that this particular information or transactions be duplicated and distributed, so that it can assure us for the of three things? All right, three things that I have put there in red, and that is security, all right, transparency, and decentralization. Now, so those are the three keywords that underpin what the blockchain technology is. And if for some reason you forget everything that I've said about the blockchain, remember those three words: security, transparency, and decentralization. So, of course, I've talked about, I've alluded to what security means. It means that no one can compromise the information that is on the blockchain. It's completely secure. Why? Because it is contained in all the computers that are interconnected. If you see on the right-hand side of this particular screen that I'm showing you, you can see different computers. Now, if it means therefore that in each one of these dots, it contains the same information that is contained in all the other dots, meaning therefore that even if you destroyed one or a group of these computers, you will still not have compromised the information in the blockchain, because all the information is contained in all the other computers. Now, the only other thing that I need to mention, of course, is that the blockchain is a complete whole paradigm shift in terms of how we do transactions now that this particular technology has been able to give us. And it can be applied on many other things, not just money. Just like the internet can be applied on many other things. For example, right now, we are using Zoom to communicate. That's one aspect of the internet that we can use. We can use the internet to do Zoom. We can use internet to do emails. We can use internet to do Facebook. We can use internet to do Google, Wikipedia, and many other things that the internet enables us to do. We can do e-commerce. We can buy and sell things online using the internet. So the internet is bigger than any one of those functions that we are able to do on the internet. So when it comes to the blockchain can be applied on many other aspects, not just money. But today, because our topic is on money, let's look at how this particular technology has been applied on money. And the first cryptocurrency that we want to talk about is one of the most popular cryptocurrencies in the cryptocurrency space, and that's Bitcoin. And what did Bitcoin solve? Inflation. Why is Bitcoin such a famous coin? Because it has introduced an aspect which you can solve inflation. What is inflation? The fact that the money we have in our pockets today loses value over time. So what you are able to buy 10 years ago, you cannot buy the same amount of goods using the same amount of money, all right, because of inflation. Now, how did Bitcoin solve that? By limiting supply of Bitcoin. There will only be 21 million pieces called Bitcoin. And since Bitcoin cannot be compromised, you cannot fake it. You cannot have a fake Bitcoin the way you can have a fake dollar or a fake Kenya shilling that are printed on River Road. All right. So what does that make Bitcoin to be? An asset or a store of value, meaning that over time your value will go up. All right. Now, I'll just mention the next cryptocurrency, the next most famous cryptocurrency, and that is Ethereum. And why are we talking about this particular coin? Because this coin has introduced another aspect into the mix, and that is an open source. What is an open source? A place where you can build other applications on top of cryptocurrency called Ethereum. So Ethereum has two functionality. It is a coin and at the same time a platform where you can build other applications, which we normally refer to as decentralized digital applications. And by so doing has created a huge community of users of the cryptocurrency space, because there are many things that are now being done on coins like Ethereum. Of course, right now, we have more other coins that give us the same functionality like Ethereum. For example, Tron, for example, Polkadot or Cardano, or many other of these coins that give us that particular functionality. I want to mention one other important coin, and that is a coin called BUSD, among a number of other coins that are referred to as stable coins. One of them is USDT. Another one is even by the name stable coin. All right. And these are a group of coins that have been created in such a way that it follows the price of another coin. In this particular case, the US dollar. Now, why would you be interested in a coin whose value is always equal to the dollar in price? That is, if you are doing business online and you are receiving payments or making payments using cryptocurrency, you can use a cryptocurrency called BUSD that therefore gives you stability in terms of the coin that you are dealing with. So that's one of the aspects of why you need such a coin. But let me now discuss a very important point. Why are we even talking about cryptocurrency in the first place tonight? And why are we saying that this is an important place that we want to be? According to experts and according to information out here, it is expected that cryptocurrencies will go up in value by as much as 300,000% in the next few years, in the next less than 10 years, in the next 5 to 10 years. We will have the value of these cryptocurrencies going up by as much as 300%. Now, that is important for you and me if you want to build wealth and you want to increase your wealth in this particular space over time. So cryptocurrencies are going up in this space like that. In fact, people like Warren Buffett, this is Warren Buffett, currently are saying that this particular space is completely ingenious. The other thing that I want to discuss right now is just the adoption curve, and just to mention that any new technology, as people getting involved in any new technology, a lot of money is generated, or millionaires are created or are brought into this particular, make a lot of money during a phase referred to as the takeoff phase. Now, what is the takeoff phase in terms of any adoption of any technology? That is the time when a lot of people are getting involved in that particular technology. All right. If you talk, for example, about the internet, this was the period of the 2000. All right, from 2000 up to 2010, 11, 12, up to where we are right now, we have been going through the phase called the takeoff phase of the internet. All right, and that is the coming in of Facebook, coming in of Gmail, coming in of Google, coming in of Amazon, Alibaba, and all these that have created all these multi-millionaires in this particular space. Guess what is happening to the cryptocurrency? We are currently right now entering into the takeoff phase. Of course, you can get most of this information in different places. CoinMarketCap is one such place, and you can note that there are more than 10,000 cryptocurrencies in this particular space, with a market capitalization of over $1.4 trillion. All right, and you know what a trillion is. A trillion is a number which has not 6, not 9, but 12 digits. All right, so cryptocurrency, of course, led by Bitcoin, command this amount of money that is flowing in this particular space, of course, followed by Ethereum and so on and so forth, Binance Coin and so forth and so on. So it is a space where you cannot afford not to know or to be involved in if you want to generate wealth for yourself. Now, the chart that you can see on the screen right now is the chart of Bitcoin, all right? And you can see this is 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. And you can see that from 2017 backwards, the value of Bitcoin was almost flat. Why was it flat? Because the only people who are using or who are involved in Bitcoin at that time were basically innovators, people who are innovators and could see what the rest of us could not see. All right. But from 2017, 2018, 19, 17, up to where we are now, for the last 3 years, we have entered this cryptocurrency. Bitcoin has entered into the early adoption stage, when now the early majority are coming into this particular space. And that is exactly informing what we are talking about. You can see Ethereum is doing exactly the same thing. And you can compare the value that these particular coins have compared to different economies. Africa's GDP is at $2.6 trillion. Kenya's economy is at around $100 billion. Ethereum can buy Kenya 3 times. All right. And this is a coin that is less than 7 years in the making. Kenya is I think we are now approaching what, 50 years in the making, and we are only at $100 billion. Ethereum, with only 7 years, is at over $300 billion. So it is an economy that you cannot afford not to be involved in. So tonight, I want to discuss quickly, in broad discussion, how can one get involved in cryptocurrency safely without burning your fingers or losing money unnecessarily. All right. So I will look at different topics in terms of, first of all, the losing side and then the winning side. All right. Areas that you need to do a bit more research before you get involved. And I will talk about something called tokens. Now, tokens are basically new coins that are being released into the market, new cryptocurrency coins. How many cryptocurrency coins are being released every single day in the market? Thousands and thousands of them. People have known how to create these coins by the click of the button and so on. Now there is technology that you can actually create these coins with no so easily. All right. Unfortunately, because it's so easy to create these coins, their value also can disappear within no time. So before you buy any new coins, you need to do a little bit of research to know what those particular coins are coming to do, or what they are in their purpose of intention of being created is for. Otherwise, you can easily lose money. The other area that you probably need to look at a bit more keenly is what we refer to as mining. All right. So initially, mining used to be very lucrative. Maybe about 10 or so years ago, you could even use your laptop and make money. But today you cannot. Why? Because multi-billion companies are involved in this particular space to the detriment of retail persons like you and me. All right. So before you get involved in a model based on mining, you need to do a bit more research on that particular space. Now, an area that you also need to watch out carefully is what we refer to as return on investment programs. Now, these are programs that promise you a return on investment or daily return of maybe 1%, 2% per day. All right. And they give you all manner of descriptions on how they create that money for you, either in trading, in Forex, in betting, or whatever it is that they do. Unfortunately, most of them, the majority of those that give you this kind of narrative are Ponzi schemes and pyramid scams. And within a short time, they will close shop and you will most likely lose your money. All right. So where can you make genuine money? Where can you make money, the gaining side on cryptocurrency? And I'll talk about three areas that you can actually make money in the cryptocurrency space. The first one is trading the price. All right. Well, how is it possible to make money in this? Because the price keep on going up and down every single day. And you can make money buying low and selling high, or selling high and buying back low. All right. The only thing that you need to pay attention to when it comes to currency trading is to learn how to trade. It's a skill like any other. All right. Like a skill that you learn how to drive, how to ride a bicycle, how to swim, how to become a surveyor, how to become a doctor. Is a skill like any other. And it will take you time to learn how to trade. The only thing that I need to mention is that it is not an easy journey. You got to pay a lot of money, either by losing in the market or whatever it is. In fact, I can tell you for free that 90% of those that claim to be Forex traders actually lose money daily. So you would be asking me, then why are they still trading? Because it's also addictive. So currency trading may not be for everyone. And I am not advising everyone to join currency trading. All right. You need to count the cost before you get started with currency trading and so on. So which is the other area that you can make money in cryptocurrency space? The one that is not disputable at all is to buy and hold. All right. So today, if you want to make money in cryptocurrency space, just buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, buy Tron, buy DAI, buy Polkadot, buy Monero, buy all these cryptocurrencies. There are a ton of them. In fact, I've just shown a screen that right now, officially, we have more than 10,000 cryptocurrency coins that you can buy and hold. All right. Now, there are only two considerations that you need to pay attention to when it comes to buying and holding. And that is the capital investment that you need to buy these cryptocurrencies and the length of time you need to hold these currencies in order for them to gain enough value to return to you your investment. So we normally say it can be capital intensive. For example, to buy only 10 coins called Bitcoin will cost you not less than 30 million Kenya shillings, $300,000 to buy only 10 pieces called Bitcoin. All right. And how long do you need to hold those particular coins? We normally say not less than 5 to 10 years, not less than 5 to 10 years. All right. If you hold them for less, you probably may not gain as much. All right. Now, the last one that I want to talk about right now is the third and final area that I want us to look at. And the beauty about this particular one is that you don't need to break the bank for you to get started with this particular aspect. And this is what we call smart contracts, all right, using a smart contract. And also, apart from not having to spend a lot of money, you can also make money within a much shorter time, all right? So I just need to do a definition now of what a smart contract is, all right? What a smart contract is, and then if you understand that, that's okay. So what is a smart contract? A smart contract is a programming code that is self-operating, all right? It's a programming code that is self-operating. And this self-operating code is placed directly on the blockchain. Now, remember what I said about the blockchain, about the three words: security, transparency, and decentralization. Those key three things, all right, can be summarized in the next 3 sentences. It cannot be hacked or stopped. It cannot be changed once deployed on the blockchain. It does not require an administrator or a company to run it. It runs on its own and does exactly what it's been programmed to do. Now, that is the power of a smart contract. And if you can understand that, then you now appreciate why we are talking about a smart contract. First of all, it is self-operating. It is placed on the blockchain. It cannot be stopped or hacked by anyone. Can you imagine? It cannot be changed. All right, meaning that what it did yesterday, it will do it today, and what it does today, it will still do it tomorrow, exactly the same way. It is a self-operating program. All right, those of you that have done programming. Now, where can you get more information about this? You can go to Investopedia and you can get exactly what we are talking about. What is Investopedia? A place where you can learn anything to do with investment. If you want to learn about bonds, if you want to learn about trading, if you want to learn about futures, if you want to learn about derivatives, if you want to learn about treasury bills, if you want to learn about forex trading, and more so, if you want to learn about cryptocurrency, where do you go? Don't go to Google, go to Investopedia. This is the authoritative place where you learn about anything money, anything money. Go to Investopedia, all right? And you will learn a lot about this. And in fact, this particular definition about a smart contract was last updated in 2019 when I took this particular. So it's not a new thing that I'm giving us. So tonight, I want to talk briefly to us about a specific smart contract that we came across that has completely turned our lives around financially and so on, called Forsage, all right? Now, this particular smart contract, again, I want to mention that it is 100% decentralized. 100% decentralized. It was launched last year in February on a coin called Tron. And then in September, it launched on a new coin called Tron. And last month, okay, in June, at the beginning of June, it launched on a new coin called Binance Smart Chain, BUSD, the staple coin called BUSD in June 2021. So this particular project, and this is the one that we are going to talk about more specifically tonight, who is exactly 1 month old right now as we talk. All right, 1 month and a few days and a few weeks. All right. And again, I just want to re-emphasize again about the fact that it is a decentralized project. It's decentralized. Now, why is it important to look at a decentralized project? First of all, a decentralized project is a project or whatever it is where there are no middle people. Between you and the smart contract, there is no middle person. You interact directly with the blockchain yourself, no in between. There is, in fact, the owners, all right? By the way, a smart contract doesn't have an owner. It has what is called an author. An author is somebody who wrote the smart contract. And after he has written, since he cannot change anything that he has already written, it becomes permanent and therefore he is irrelevant. It becomes irrelevant. For example, when you go to a bookshop and buy a book that an author has written, and you take that book home, whatever you do with that book completely now has nothing to do with the author. You can take the book and go and burn it. The owner of the book will not go at a loss or whatever, because you have already paid him. You have already paid for the book. So whether you go and burn it or keep it in the shelf for it to rot or whatever, or you take it and read it and criticize what he has said on the book, or do what the book tells you, the author is completely irrelevant. Now what you do with the book is between you and the book. All right. So the same thing about the decentralized project. It is completely decentralized, nothing in between. The creators do not control your money, no administrators, no management. You are in full control of what you do with the smart contract, instant payout, unlimited income, 100% transparent. Of course, as opposed to a centralized project. And all of us are used to centralized project. Everything we do as a human being is normally a centralized project. Provided a human being makes a decision behind the desk, that's a centralized project. Our government is centralized. Our banks are centralized. Our companies are centralized. whatever we do as human beings is centralized. That's why we keep on changing leadership and so on and so forth. But I know I get ahead of myself, and I may talk until tomorrow. Let's look at the smart contract that we are talking about tonight and how it works. And then you understand if this is what you like, and and that's what we are trying to discuss today. Then you will get the exact same results that I got, that you will get. If you do exactly the same thing, you get exactly the same results. So now the smart contract has 4 components. 1, 2, 3, 4 components. The first component that makes up this particular smart contract is called X3. The second component is called X4. The third one is called XXX, and the last one is called X Gold. Now, the way to understand about this particular smart contract is to imagine a building, a huge building with 4 wings. The first wing is called X3, and this X3 has 12 rooms inside the X3. Room number 1, room number 2, number 3, all the way to room number 12. All right. So it has 12 rooms. Now, the first room has a price tag attached to it, 5, and this 5 is 5 BUSD. The cryptocurrency, the stable cryptocurrency called Binance BUSD, Binance USD, which is equivalent to $1. That means 5 means $5. Therefore, for you to own the first room, you pay $5. For you to own room number 2 is $10, $20. It keeps on doubling in price every successive room. So the first room is $5, the second room is $10, and so on and so forth. Now, the second block is exactly the same in terms of number of rooms and the prices attached to every room. Now, the third block also has the same number of rooms, but the prices are slightly different. It starts with $8, then goes to $15, $29, $57, and so on in that order. Then the last one has 15 rooms, all right, and starts with $10 and also increments in like manner. Now, how do you make money with this particular project? So this is how you make money with this particular project. Basically, it is a referral system type of program. So you just refer, when you refer anyone to this project, guess what? You make money, all right? So it is a referral type of program. But I just want to add something that program X4 and XXX and X Gold, you refer as a group rather than as an individual. So the effort of others can pay you just like your own effort can pay others. And I will go into the details of how that one works. But the first program, X3, is your personal effort will save you initially. So you initially need to personally refer in order to earn on this program of X3. The only other thing that I need to mention before I go to the details of it is that every room in every project works exactly the same. So you only need to understand how one works. That is how room number 2 works, 3, 4, up to the 12th one, and so on and so forth. So let's now go and begin with the first program, X3, which we said has 12 rooms, and we just understand how it works and so on. So this is how it works. First of all, you buy any one of those rooms. And of course, you begin with the room number 1, and you progress room number 2, and so on and so forth. So if you buy, for example, room number 1, which costs only $5, $5 is about 600 Kenya shillings, all right? Now, when you pay that amount of money, you own the first room. Now, when you refer anyone, a friend, a relative, or whatever it is, who also buys a similar room, you earn 100%. you earn 100%. When you refer the second person, guess what? You earn 100%. All right. So for every two that you refer, you earn 2 and 1 goes. The third referral gives you what is called a re-entry. What is a re-entry? It gives you a reset so that you earn on your 4th, your 5th, the 6th gives you a re-entry over and over again. So where does the money of the third person go? It goes to what we refer to as the ecosystem. What is the ecosystem? Any other person who owns a room like that, that could be the person who referred you or any other person. Meaning, therefore, that in this program, the people that you refer, when they also go out and refer other people, every third person they refer, the payment will most likely come to you because now you are part of the ecosystem. The only other thing that I need to mention before I go ahead is that your risk also on this particular system is only the fact that you are not able to refer one person. The moment you refer one person, all your money comes back to you. So that is important. The other thing that I just need to mention is, why then would you want to buy the second room, the third room, all the way to the 12th room, which will cost you 1 million Kenya shillings? The reason why you may want to own the more expensive rooms is because of the fact that any person you refer on those particular rooms, you earn the higher amount, all right? So for example, the second room, you earn twice as much as you are earning on the previous room. Again, the same people whom you referred in the previous room, whenever they buy the second room, guess who they will be paying? They will be paying you again. So now let me talk about X4 and how do you make money on X4. On X4, it works with a set of 6, all right? A set of 6. So you need to refer, say, 6, and those 6 are arranged in two rows, 2 on the first row and then 4 in the second row. Now you earn 3 of those that fall on the second row, meaning therefore that a half of the effort you make, you earn on that, and a half of the other effort that you make will pay other people. The blue, these ones that fall on the blue, the money will go to other people, the ecosystem. What does that mean? It therefore means that a half of your effort pays other people, and a half of other people's efforts will also pay you. That means that we work in a group and we pay each other as we refer. So at some point when you are not able to refer, guess what? Other people are referring and you earn. The same thing happens to you as you refer. Other people are also paid. And so we all work together in unison and we all make money when we do this. Now, so that happens for room number 2, room number 3, all the way. So the only thing that I need to mention here is that for every set of 6, you earn 300% of your investment. 300%. On the program X3 that I've just completed, for every set of 3, you earn 200%. And it keeps on repeating over and over and over without any extra additional money from yourself. You pay once, you own those rooms for life, and you make money over and over and over and over and over. And that's what happens to that. Now, this particular program we were saying is coming soon. It's already come. Actually, we need to update this particular presentation. So it's already here. It's already working for the last 3 days. It has been on, and we've made money. I will actually be able to share the money that we've made on this particular program, XXX. All right, and here you earn as much as 680% for your for whatever you have done here on this particular program. Now, that is on a set of 14 that are arranged in 1, 2, 3 lines of 2, 4, and 8, all right, where you earn 30% on those that fall on the second line and 70% on those that fall on the third line. Now, the last program is called X Gold, and you earn as much as 1,120% out of 30 people that will be arranged in 1, 2, 3 lines. Sorry, 4 lines actually. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of 2, 4, 8, and 16. And you earn 20% on those that fall on the first line, 30% on those that fall on the second line, and 50% on those that fall on the fourth line. All right, and that will add up to 1,120%. Now, this particular project is yet to be launched on BUSD and will be launched a little bit later. All right. So I just want to quickly just say how you can get started with this particular program. We will still need to do a little bit, explain an additional program here of XXX that will come, but it can just give you a feel of how you can get started. All right. This amount here is if you are starting with 7 rooms, that is buying 7 rooms in X3 and 7 rooms in X4. But now, because there is an additional program, you may need to redistribute the money to all the programs, and we will be able to probably show you this in a subsequent presentation and so on. So I just want to quickly just say, what do you get? What are we able to provide when you buy this particular rooms and all that? There's also education that you get when you get involved in this particular, but I may not need to go into the nitty-gritty details of this part of what you get when you get involved. But probably to give you a testimonial of how we've been able to experience this particular project in the last 1 month only, in the last 1 month. So I will probably just want to call any one person here. I don't know whom I can call. Maybe if I can give an opportunity, those of you who have made money on this particular project in the last 1 month, probably you can unmute yourself and give us a testimonial, and then I can do that. But in the meantime, probably I can share some of what we've been able to do. So just 1 second, I get this. All right. So anyone who wants to give a testimonial, you can actually unmute yourself and talk, and I can be able to give you the opportunity to do that. Otherwise, guy, we've made money, real money. Pesa taslimu ya Kenya. All right, so if you can see my screen and hear my voice, of course, I'm sure you can hear my voice. So if you can see my screen, maybe type in 111 if you can see my screen. So basically, the figures are yet to get updated correctly. Thank you so much, Andegwa. The figures are yet to get updated on the program, but even be as it may, the figures there can speak for themselves. Those are in dollars. All right, that's $31,000. I started with approximately $1,500. That's about 150,000 Kenya shillings. And you can actually see where I am right now with respect to that particular program. And you can see on X3, I have been able to activate room number 1, room number 2, all the way to room number 10. I'm yet to go to room number 11 and 12. And again, you can see those 3 dots. So every time I refer someone, they occupy the first room and it pays me. Then the second room, they pay me. And when I refer the third one, it resets so that they become empty, like this room number 9. All right, this room number 9, you can see it is reset to 0 so that I can start earning again afresh and so on. Then the second program is X4, and you can actually see again, I bought all the way to room number 10. All right, I'm remaining with only room number 11 and 12. And again, you can see the population that is filling those particular rooms. Now, you can see also how many times I've been able to recycle in each one of them. Recycle means earning afresh and beginning again to earn. And I've done, for example, on this one, 3 times. 3 times. And for me to do it 3 times, this has been filled by how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them 3 times. So 6 times 3 is 18. Where did I get 18? Yet I only have 5 people. Again, it is the payment that I get from the entire ecosystem of Foresight, which is now at 99,000 people. At the bottom here, you can see the number of people that have now participated in this program. That is 99,000 people, 864. And in the last 24 hours only, more than 1,000 people became part of this particular program. Now, the third program is the Triple X, which only got launched 2 days ago. And again, just see how much we are already making money on this particular project. Look at this specific slot here. I have already completed this once. You can actually see here once. And I only have 2 referrals, 2 direct referrals that I've referred who have actually reached this particular level. The other 3 have not reached this place. So how did I manage to get 14 people to fill this particular block from the entire ecosystem? That is how the program works. And I've been able to earn on this one alone, this value, $211 times 5.8. You can actually calculate that. Somebody can even calculate that and put that figure on the screen. All right, you can put that figure that I've earned only on this slot alone in the last 2 days. All right, in the last 2 days, and so on and so forth. So you can see that. And this I've already cycled once, and so on and so forth. Now that is amazing. We are waiting for the launch of X Gold will come much later, and so on. But I know. So who would like to go to give us a testimonial? Testimonial right now? I don't know who is there who may want to do that. But so basically, if you have a question, kindly type it in on the chat. Let me go back and complete the presentation as I was going through it. So I was just giving, if you can see my screen, I hope you can see my screen here. On the levels that you can get. So you can take a screenshot of this. It can give you kind of a feel of what we need to do, where you need to begin. All right, so you can take a screenshot of this particular page. Then I'll progress and just say, what are the steps that you need to take to be part of this particular project? So 1, you need a wallet or an app that can hold a cryptocurrency wallet. And we normally suggest any one of these 3, Token Pocket, Trust Wallet, or MetaMask. When you are using a laptop, you use MetaMask. If you are using a mobile phone, you can use Token Pocket or Trust Wallet. Then you buy the BUSD on Binance.com. All right, then you can link you can get the link from the person who referred you in this particular presentation. So because of time, I just want to go and just mention that you could be here and you are ready to get started. We refer you as being an A. So get back to the person who referred you to this particular presentation, tell them that you are an A, and they will give you the link and you can get started immediately. Or you are there and you probably still need a little bit of an explanation on what you need to do. We also want to mention that between today and Saturday, we are always available at Kileleshwa. We have an office there. Just get back to the person who referred you, and they will give you the link to where we are always based in Kileleshwa. We also are going to be having meetings in Nairobi, in the CBD every Wednesday. Every Wednesday at Saleh Hotel, that's on Koinange Street. You can always meet us there. We also will be having trainings in Thika on Wednesday. Saleh will be when? I'm asking my colleagues. Tomorrow. Saleh is tomorrow, actually, tomorrow, okay, on Tuesdays. But tomorrow is a holiday, so I am not sure whether we'll have that tomorrow. But anyway, so we'll keep you updated on where you can find us and always get information about us. All right, you could also be here and you are saying, not right now. Again, we appreciate and we say thank you so much for that. Mercy Kinoti, but your account is not matching. Must be higher than in XX. Yes, thank you so much, Mercy Kinoti. In fact, maybe let me mention that particular aspect that you are referring to. Maybe some people didn't understand what you are talking about, that the figures that you see here, the earnings that you see here at the top, 287, that is not correct. This particular figure is not correct. What I have earned here is much, much more. So this website is yet to update this particular number to give the correct figure. All right, but the money has already hit my wallet. All right, this money is already in my wallet. All right, in fact, if you can check here on slot number 10, I have already earned 30% of $2,999, which is already $800. $800 is much, much more than what is shown here. All right, so thank you so much, Mercy Kinoti, just to make that clarification that yes, the figures are not updating correctly yet, because this is a new program that has just been launched, and they are still making sure that everything is working correct on the website to reflect the true figures. Otherwise, thank you very much. I don't know whether if there is any other question that you probably may want to ask or for clarification. I want to bring the discussion to a close. So if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any anything that you want to clarify, you can ask, and we can always clarify. Otherwise, I want to say I appreciate everyone who is here in the meeting today. We are 21 strong. Okay, so refer to the person who brought you on this particular presentation, and let's get started and make real change in our life and in our bottom line in how we make money. God bless you. Have a great evening. Time for the Salehe meeting from 10 o'clock onwards. We are available at that place. All right. So we will basically spend most of the day within the hotel. But yes, so from 10 o'clock. But tomorrow, I think we will get back to the person who referred you or somebody. We will post the information on the WhatsApp group, and you can be able to. We will clarify that about Salehe in town. So thank you so much. God bless you. Have a great evening.